What's going on, fam? This your main man. First and foremost, Happy New Year to everybody. This is my first video of the 2025 season. I just want to thank y'all. Appreciate y'all still rocking with your boy. We gonna talk about it. I watched the debut of Monday Night Raw on freaking Netflix. Now, I'm gonna say this. The picture and the production, and from what I watched, I thought they did a pretty solid job. Now, as for the entire show, I still think it was a little bit too long because they went all the way. They went a little bit past 3 hours. It was about 3 hours and about a 3 hour and 10-minute show. So not quite 4 hours, but about 3 hours and 10 minutes altogether. We pretty much know, like we don't know, but we're pretty much on our way to the road to WrestleMania. So for me, the most important things or the most exciting things for me pretty much happened at the beginning of the show. Everything in the middle for me, I really wasn't really paying that much attention because I was like, it is what it is. Kind of reminded me like, just an ordinary Raw. But I like the way how the crowd was in LA. LA, you had every Hollywood person you could think of pulled up. Everybody and their mama was in the house. They pulled up. They went nuts. They went crazy. Like I said, we kicked the show off with the great one himself. Listen, man, I was thinking Fruity Pebbles was going to kick the show off, but we got the great one. And remember, the great one is definitely part of the higher management. It's him, Triple H, Ari Emanuel, and the clowns over at Netflix. They all pulled up. Rock came, like Triple H was out there hiding behind a doggone sheet. They went back. They showed things from before. They showed things, present day and what's going to happen coming in the future that was letting everybody know what was going down. And Triple H out there trying to get his shine on. I'm like, oh, here he go with his doggone ego. You know how Triple H do. I ain't got to tell y'all how that boy do. You know how he get down. He's sitting out there. I don't have to say it one more time, but are you ready and all that. And then fireworks go off, everything went crazy. Then that's when The Rock came out, crowd went berserk. Now remember the final boss, right? Hey, listen, he ain't the final boss right now. He went back to, already know, if you smell what The Rock is cooking. Now he still came out there dressed out like the final boss. And it's funny as heck how Cody Rhodes was sitting front row. Stuff was hilarious. I found it funny as heck. I said, this is just too much. I'm like, this is hilarious. Now I'm thinking the tribal chief matchup is the main event. I didn't know that H&M was gonna kick the show off. I was like, oh snap, we kicking the show off with them. So all the listen, if you expect the screwy finishes, that's WWE. You know what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a whole bunch of interferences because it's a no DQ matchup. So fool's gonna be coming out of nowhere trying to screw everybody over. Listen, anytime when the referee is hanging outside of the ring, but half the body is they get ready to get pulled. Every time when it's about to be a 3 count, they get ready to get pulled. My man's hanging outside the ring. Half his body is in the ring. You don't see behind him. All you see up front. I said, you get ready to get pulled, right? You know the script. And so the Gorillas of Destruction pulled them out, screwing over doggone Roman Reigns, right? Screwing them over. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you right now, I don't know why they listen. I know he's a face down. I don't know why they listen. Listen, man. I would have kept him with the same music. I know it's a remix of what he had, but listen, man. Tweaking music because cats are faces and all that. I'm like, man, look, I'm keeping the same song. I'm a face down. I'll keep everybody know the track. Everybody know how the song goes. I'm keeping the same thing. You know what I mean? But it is what it is on that. So it looked like the man is outnumbered. And then here come Jacob Fatu. I love you Solo. All that goofy clown stuff. Oh, just silly as possible. So then here come Jimmy and here comes Sammy to save the day, right? They drag them clowns off, right? So we thinking, oh, okay, everything is good. Nope. And then here come Kevin Owens out of nowhere. I said, man, look at this bum. Look at this bum coming out of nowhere, trying to help all Solo Squad. Paul Heyman sitting over there looking like he don't know what to do, acting a complete fool. I'm like, look at this silly stuff. So then, now I'm like, Cody, ain't you already out there? This fool went to the back just so we can hear his music. I say, fool, you was already out there. You didn't have to go out. You was sitting courtside or ringside. You was sitting ringside. This fool said, I got to go to the back so we can play my doggone music. That's exactly what happened. They played his music. It went off. He ran that clown the heck up out of there. So now it's back to just the two of them. And then, I'm sorry, y'all. Somebody trying to call me. Hold on. So anyway, let me get back to my train of thought. So Roman pops the spear. 1, 2, 3. Crowd was all into it. Let me tell you something. Roman ain't been this over as a back. Let me tell you something. That 4-year, almost 5-year run as a heel changed everything for that man. That man has become the biggest face in WWE, period. I don't give a dang what nobody has to say. I know a lot of people ain't really a fan of his wrestling style or whatever, but I'm trying to tell you, him going heel and becoming the Thanos of the WWE changed everything for his career. Hanging out with Paul Heyman, that's why I say, when you can't talk, you go get with somebody that can help you talk. That was Paul Heyman. Hanging out with Paul Heyman changed life for that man, changed life for everybody in the bloodline. It changed life for everybody. That's why the crowd was so invested. They was talking about the OTC. So, and I forgot to say this. After The Rock said he was going to be watching this match and paying very close attention to it. So, we didn't really get nowhere. He came out there. Gate told him, give him the doggone falala, whatever you call it. Put it over him. Shook his hand. Ladies and gentlemen, if we don't get Rock versus Roman, Triple H will be one of the biggest circus clowns ever. That is the matchup I'm looking forward to the most going into WrestleMania 41. I don't really give a dang about nothing else. Rock Roman is the only way I'm going. That is it. I don't care about nothing else. Now, after that, we got a couple of other matches in between. We got Rhea versus Liv Morgan one more time. And Rhea got the job done. Congrats for her getting the championship back. Now what? That's the question. She got it back. Now what? That's the question. She got the championship back. Now what? That is the whole thing. Liv Morgan and them, what do you do with them? What do you do? You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, it's cool and all that she got it back. But I'm sitting up here saying to myself, okay, now what? I say this every time somebody wins a championship. It's always about the follow-up. Every freaking time. Every time, ladies and gentlemen. Every time. It's always about the doggone follow-up. Every time, ladies and gentlemen. So she got the championship back. Great. Now what? Then the main event. The main event was Seth versus CM Punk. A decent matchup, but I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It was pretty much just them doing each other's move on each other. Like, that was it, you know. And CM Punk won. So I don't know. I really don't know what's next. I don't know. And even if they do run it back at WrestleMania, I'm gonna be like, well, I seen it. You know, that's why I didn't want it. That was one of the major reasons why I didn't want it, because I knew that it probably wasn't gonna really be all that in a bag of chips like everybody online was trying to make it out to be. I mean, it was decent. I'm not gonna say it wasn't a bad match, because it was pretty good. Like I said, for me, the spots was them doing each other's move on each other. Like that was like the most exciting parts of the entire matchup. Them doing each other's move on each other, trying to up one another. But outside of that, you know, I was like, that's why I didn't want it. I knew what I was getting. I knew exactly what I was got set. That's why I didn't want it. And to me, the open match, I would have took that as the main event, truth be told. But it is what it is on that. Next week we got a whole bunch of matches happening. Lyra Valkyria versus what's my chick name? What's my girl name? Dakota Kai for the Intercontinental Championship for the women's. We got Chad Gable basically about to go against Penta. Talk about give me the best luchador. I'm like, they told you so. I'm like, once again, ladies and gentlemen, Chad Gable's gonna look like a circus clown. This is exactly why I can't get. I've lost all hope concerning Chad Gable. I lost all hope. We still booing the mess out of New Day. Really ain't getting nowhere with that. Trying to see what else happened on the show. Yeah, that was it. So we got it. Like I said, I gave the show a decent 7 out of 10 based off the crowd's reaction because the crowd was nuts. It was insane. I love the production and how it was, and actually was clear. There was no buffering or nothing. I mean, yes, like I said, it was long as that, you know what I'm saying, but it is what it is. And apparently, like I said, SmackDown gonna be 3 hours too. So I'm like, it is what it is, man. I'm like, so like I said, y'all wanted my thoughts. I gave it to you. I thought, like I said, overall, I thought it was a decent show. You know, it wasn't the best. Like I said, it was for me. It was like if Triple H tried to give us a solid pay-per-view, that's kind of what it was. Kind of was like a pay-per-view on TV, but you know, it obviously, you know, it had its ups and downs, whatever. But like I said, overall, decent. You know, I'm not finna hate on it. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. So we move on. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. I'm finna try to give y'all the video day in there every other day this week. We will be on to AEW. I have not, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you my thoughts on the situation about what happened between Ricochet and Swerve. That may probably been the best thing that happened on the New Year's resolution episode of Dynamite or whatever they called it. Ricochet went completely berserk. He basically destroyed Swerve, stabbing the fool in the head with some scissors. I mean, he went nuts. The boy went nuts, ladies and gentlemen. He went berserk. I said, well, y'all wanted it, right? You got it. So, we are on to Dynamite. I will do my best to try to give you my honest thoughts on Dynamite coming up. This your main man, KC4L, King Self for Life Wrestling Takes. Before I end this video, let me go ahead, because I know y'all want me to go in on it. Let's talk about it. Well, no, not congrats. Not congratulations to that girl, Tiffany. Tiffany time. No. Ladies and gentlemen, you know the script. You get rewarded when you be on white supremacy mode. That's just how Triple H do. Ladies and gentlemen, if Triple H really wanted to do something big, Tiffany should have completely lost. I told you. Every girl who's had that doggone briefcase, every woman has successfully cashed in. Tiffany Stratton could have been the very first one to fail. And he's took all dang day for her to get that thing. All dang day. And I'm like, well, she over here on some straight white supremacy. And for the people who don't understand what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, that woman straight up, I kid you not, put that idiotic video out there disrespecting Jade, disrespecting Bianca, disrespecting Naomi, and getting that doggone 9 FBA girl whose voice it was talk about something. This is a black bee, and then she's sitting up there talking about she didn't hear the audio. Get the heck out of here with that bull jive. Get the freaking heck out of here with that freaking bull jive. You know that's some bull jive. You know she on that straight white. Like I said, I was rooting for her. I was a big Tiffany Stratton fan. I was rooting for her to succeed until she got on some straight white supremacy mode. I told you, I give cats a chance if they come clean and let cats know, yeah, I was on some straight white supremacy mode. I was wrong as 2 left shoes. I'm trying to do better. Forgive me. I'm trying my best. You know what I'm saying? Nope, she didn't. She sat up there and made excuses, talk about she didn't hear the audio. So, therefore, I said, well, I'm done being a Tiffany Stratton fan. I'm done. So what H should have done, she should have unsuccessfully cashed in and would have been the very first woman to unsuccessfully cash in. That would have made a whole lot more sense, especially with him taking 13,000 years with her holding that dang thing. So now she going into WrestleMania to do what? That's the question. To do exactly what? I don't give a crap. It's probably gonna be Charlotte. I'm telling you now, Charlotte probably on her way back, and she probably gonna mess around and win the Royal Rumble. And guess who she going after? You know who she going after, and she's gonna win. And guess what? Boom, Tiffany did absolutely nothing. Like I said, hey, listen. I wanted the young lady to succeed. Listen, I'm not stupid. I really was. I really wanted the young lady to succeed, but she showed her true colors and how she get out. So I said, hey, okay, cool. All right, you that's how you roll? Fine. But again, Triple H, that's how he roll. This is what he do. This is how he move, ladies and gentlemen. He rewards white supremacy. He rewards straight up white supremacy. That's how the game works. Get it? It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about control and every way you can take it. So, I know people was wondering, like, what was my thoughts in that situation? That's my thoughts right there. I ain't got nothing else to say. I'm about to head up here to work late, but it is what it is. Y'all already know what to do. Hit that freaking comment section up. Let me know what y'all thought about Raw on Netflix. Y'all whole experience about the show, what y'all thought. Maybe some of y'all thought it was bull jive. Y'all thought it was, same old, same old. It is what it is. But, hey, make sure you hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. I'll talk to y'all cats later. Holla at your boy.